if you want him to love every inch. I'm telling you. Because if you're uncomfortable, he's going to be uncomfortable. Because he's going to feel uncomfortable in trying to figure out how to make you comfortable. He's going to say to you, there's nothing wrong with you being naked. I like seeing you that way. He's going to tell you there's nothing wrong with how you look. You don't need the wig. But if you're stuck to the accessories, then you're going to feel you're not you without them. Look in that mirror and find the beauty that God created. Sits right there. I'll let you in on a secret or a trick that I used to use when I was pimping. When I was pimping, I would stand in front of a mirror and I'd have a woman. I always dated full-figured women, so all my plus-size ladies that's on understand that I am a fan. I am a lover of plus-size women. Yes, sexy starts at size 16. I would stand a woman in front of a mirror and stand just behind her with my head on her shoulders. Most of the time I was taller than the woman, so I'd crouch down. And I'd put my head on her shoulders and I would say, look in that mirror. And you don't know how many times the woman would actually not be able to look at herself in the mirror. And I would say, no, come on, I want you to look. And I would say, do you see the beauty that I see? And do you know how difficult it was for some women to look at themselves? I knew right then and there I had them. I knew that if she could not look at herself in the mirror, there was no way in hell she was going to tell me no to anything that I wanted. That's why you have to take control of you. You have to look in that mirror long before some man stands you in that mirror and see your beauty. So when he stands behind you for real and says, I love the way your cheeks look, you've already said that to yourself. When he says, I love the way your nose look, you're going to say, I thought that same thing. When he says, I love your smile, you're going to say, that's one of the things I do when I'm in the mirror all the time. I cheese all the time. But if you can't see it, he can tell you anything. If you don't feel it, he'll input any feelings that he wants you to feel. So who becomes the puppet? And who becomes the puppet master? Cut the strings and take control of yourself. Stand in that mirror in your raw nakedness, flaws and all, and find the beauty. Know that there is beauty. And if you can't see it the first time, tell the mirror, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. And before you put on your accessory, stand in front of that mirror again and go, you know, my chin ain't too bad. That's a start. My cheeks ain't too bad. I got cute ears. Until you can work up to everything being sexy. When you get there, that's when you become radiant. And that radiance, is what a man picks up on. So guys, I hope that I have been helpful tonight. As I said, I was not planning on scoping tonight, but I have been in such a mood of trying to make personal change. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. I have been in such a personal change that I've really been focusing on. Oh, anytime, darling. You didn't call me, so this is what I would have said to you on the phone. But we had a lot of people join us in our conversation. So, and I'm glad all the women that's here. I love you all. And I just felt like bumped the knucklehead. Very true. I just felt like with the changes that I've been trying to make, part of those changes is that I'm going to do whatever I can to help others, because my movement is to serve the Lord in the capacity that he created me. And that capacity is to help others. It's why I'm going back to school to study ministry/counseling. It's why my books are taking the shape that they're taking. It's why I'm doing the things that I'm trying to do, and that is to make a way with my talents to help others. So baby doll, trust me when I tell you, you're gorgeous. And I'm not saying that just for saying it. I'm a fan of full-figured women. You're gorgeous. You're talented. So you have going for you more than you realize. You got to find it for you. And when you find it, hold it. Push it so far down into your heart that your heart expands for the good reasons. And then when you walk out the door, let that new heart and that new radiance be out in front of you, shoulders back, head high. This bitch thinks she hot. You damn right. Who does chick think she is? Phoenix Rayne. Or you can give me your real name, whatever. But the idea is you have to carry yourself in such a way that a person looks at you like, I might have to check this chick out. So you can't get that on a website. You can't get that unless you're sitting across from a person, or like we're doing right now. But I want to see a person in person. So again, I hope that this has been helpful, ladies. I am glad for all the hearts. I thank you so much. Listen, I'm here anytime that you need me. Reach out. You have my phone number. This is what we have to do for each other. We have to undergird each other, meaning that when you're weak, I got you. And there may come a time I may need you to hold me up, but this is what we do. So don't hate. Love you. And watch how God works. You'd be surprised how when you get into you, he'll send you what you need. I'll give you an example. Tell you about Tiff and I. The night Tiff and I reconnected, Tiff and I met in 1995. I was married, going to York College. Right, Nikki? Shout out to York College. And tried to talk to her, whatever. She found out I was married, didn't want to have anything to do with me. Okay. Fast forward to 2000. My marriage is pretty much failing, completely done, destroyed. It's like, whatever. Go York. There you go. And I remember I was at the track, and I remember saying to myself, Lord, just send me somebody who understands me. I didn't even ask for love. I just said, understand me, because I knew how difficult I was to deal with. I knew how nasty I was. What I didn't know is that same night, Tiff had prayed to God and said, just send me somebody who loves me, because she was tired of dudes the same way you were. So when we reconnected, and I attempted to talk to her, one of the first things she said, are you still married? And I said, no, I'm separated, pending divorce. I'm waiting for the divorce to be final. So that's how we reconnected. My divorce was final in 2003. Tiff and I have been together since. But she held that bar. So even though she was excited that I had left my wife, you still got to get that divorce. And because she didn't give in to who I was, she forced me to raise my game. Now, I didn't completely change. Let me explain that. And anybody that's read my book will know. It took me to realize that I couldn't live without Tiff and God. And Tiff said that to me. You either got to choose the hoes in the street or God and me. That's it. And I made a choice. And I made that choice because I knew her worth to my life. You can't be that until you know you. So yes, there are some great guys out here. But they're in hiding because they don't want to get hurt anymore either. So I hope that anybody that watches this now or has stayed with us for the 35 minutes or on replay, whatever, share this with as many women as you can who need help. And if you need to reach me directly, if you want to speak to me directly, because this is what I do, and this is what I will be doing going forward, you can reach me at main office at bravenpublishing.com. My website is www.braven, BRAVIN, publishing.com. Our office voicemail is on my website. So go by the website. You can leave me a voicemail message, and I'll get back in touch with you. If you want me to come speak to your women's group, your church group, your organization, reach out. We can set something up. I am a professional. I am the author of a poetry book, A Man in Transition, my memoir, From Gigolo to Jesus, and my new book, which will be released next Friday, Lukewarm Saint, which is about an educator who is torn between his love for women and these negative feelings that he keeps getting after he's with different women, with two friends, one telling him bed down as many women as possible, and another friend saying you need to change your life. His mother and grandmother begging him to change and not be like his father and grandfather. What is he to do? You have to read to find out what caused him to make a choice one way or the other. I'm not going to give it away. But we all have to decide on what we're going to do, and that's what I'm hoping that the book gets folks to understand, that we are the product of our choices and that people are affected by our choices no matter what, good and bad. And the book is actually book one of books that I am writing, moving towards what I'm changing my brand to. So I am working along with, I will be working along with churches as a consultant. I will be doing more mentoring, and I will be doing more public speaking going forward, because it is now time to come out of the shadows and do more in terms of helping and protecting those in the kingdom of God. So I'm not worried about those who don't understand what the faith is. I am trying to help save the life of those who have made the choice to be in the faith, because too many of us are straddling the fence. So my feet are in the water completely to try to help. So this is what I'm doing. I am on Facebook, KL Belvin, Google Plus, KL Belvin, Twitter, KL Belvin, Tumblr, LinkedIn. Feel free to reach out at any time. Feel free to share this with whoever. And like I said, reach out. And so you guys that are still with me, I thank you so much for the hearts. I thank you so much for taking the time out. And all of you, myself included, let's take a minute tonight, say our prayers, and thank the Lord that we're here, because these are some very desperate and dark times in this country. And we have to find a way to find peace within ourselves, because there's a lot of negativity going on around us. And we have to find a way to help each other in the works that we create, the words that we speak, and the things that we do. So I hope that this has been helpful to all that are watching. Phoenix, darling, you got it going on. I probably would have tried to get at you when I was younger. But you need to keep yourself together. You're good. Don't hate. Just know that you got all the talents that a woman needs. You're going to make somebody a tremendous wife someday. I got you. I believe that. All right? So, guys, and you're a talented author. I got to read your book, too. I'm not going to lie. It's in my Kindle. I just haven't got to it. I've been so busy. But listen, I miss your scopes talking about your books during the day, actually, when I'm teaching, when I'm off. And we have another author, my girl, Nikki P. Rayne, but another author who has her second book coming out. And we have a radio show host, I think, The Beautiful Butterfly. And actually, Nikki and Phoenix Rayne, you need to reach out to The Beautiful Butterfly to set up an opportunity to be on her show, to speak about your books, set up to be a guest on her show. So definitely reach out to The Beautiful Butterfly. If you're not following her, follow her. And then she's on Facebook, Beautiful Butterfly. And reach out and set up for her blog talk show. She is fantastic. It is definitely a fantastic way to promote your work. It only costs you one book. Send her a book so she can read it. And she does a tremendous job with interviews. She will definitely create a lot of questions, which you then can repost on your websites, on your blog sites, on your Facebook pages. And again, it's great promotion. I did her show a couple weeks ago. I had a wonderful time. As soon as my book is ready, I'll send her a copy. She was there when I did From Gigolo to Jesus. She was there when I did A Man in Transition. I've been on her show a few times. I've done poetry on her show. Actually, she's had other authors that I've worked with. So she's interviewed quite a few people that I do business with. So you ladies as authors need to connect with her. So definitely reach out to Beautiful Butterfly on Facebook, and definitely and let her know that you're interested in setting up an interview. And like I said, she is great at what she does. And anybody else, if you're an author or know an author, or if you have any other talents, reach out to the Beautiful Butterfly. She is a woman of many talents. Bianca Fly is a fantastic friend and supporter of Tiff and I. So again, ladies, I want to say thank you so much for the hearts. I want to say to you, please share this with your female friends, especially when they start saying that men ain't, and you know what comes with that. A lot of us aren't. A lot of us aren't crap. But there are so many more that are. And I always think of this fact. When Elijah was in the cave, nervous and scared, first thing God said to him was, why are you here in this cave? Second thing was when Elijah said, well, the woman's trying to kill me. He said, listen, there's 7,000 that you don't even know about. Even the king, the next king of Israel is amongst those 7,000. So hold on to that for this reason. When you think there's nothing left for you, trust me, there is more than you could even think about that God has on hold for you. But he's not going to send it or even announce it to you until you're ready. Remember that. And he was speaking to one of his own. Why are you in this cave? And there's 7,000 you don't even know about. And the next king is amongst those 7,000. Ladies, have a wonderful night. God bless.